Hi, and welcome to your weekly juice. I'm Louisa Jewell, author of Wire Your Brain for Confidence, The Science of Conquering Self-Doubt. And I'm so thrilled to be here with Jillian Darwish, who is the president of the Mayerson Academy in Cincinnati, and also the lead consultant for educational practice at the VIA Institute. Welcome, Jillian. We're so happy to have you on our weekly juice.
Oh, thank you, Louise. I am delighted to be with you. Just delighted.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the Mayerson Academy and the VIA Institute for people who are not familiar.
Sure, I'd love to. Mayerson Academy is based in Cincinnati, Ohio. Although we serve organizations across the U.S. and internationally, we've been here for about 25 years and are the result of a public-private partnership. Our work is really focused on the idea that we can substantially improve performance through extraordinary learning experiences. And what we have taken to be our mission and really have created flagship programming around is the application of the science of character strengths, both in organizations with teams, individuals, in schools and communities, and at the organizational level. So that's the work that really gets us up in the morning and for which we're delighted to be seeing the results we're seeing.
Amazing. And I was just there last week and it was so inspiring to see all the work you're doing around the world. So amazing. I'm really inspired by you and everyone on your team. So, okay, so today for our weekly juice, we're focusing in this month on how to build confidence for our
Yes.
children. So Jillian, do you have any advice or guidance? How can we use the engagement of the VIA character strengths
Hmm.
to build confidence in our children?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is such an important issue, and it's why, honestly, Louisa, we were so delighted to have you here speaking to parents in the greater Cincinnati region. And I know they were just so delighted by what you had to share in the sense that we can indeed build confidence in our kids, and especially, and even as adults, we know that our self-confidence is fragile. And actually, in our world today, it's under constant bombardment. I think there's a million messages for us in a way that maybe we only had a select few channels, if you will, when at least I was growing up. Now it feels like it's 24/7 all around us, this opportunity for comparison and a decrease and the resulting decrease in your confidence, right? Because you're looking at all the ways you don't measure up, all the ways you might need to be more fit or more smart or more creative or more this. And what the language of character strengths does for us is provides a perspective on actually what's not deficit in us, what's actually the best in us, looking at what's right with us, not wrong, or what we say, not wrong, but what's strong with us. And I think it's not just a feel-good platitude. It's a rigorously scientific survey that's been established that allows individuals to say, this is who I am from a strengths-based perspective. And it gives you a lens into what's unique about you from a very appreciative perspective. And of course, once you have that language of not looking at your faults, but looking at your strengths, you can build a sense of efficacy on that. And, we know from the work you've shared with us just how that is so critical to reinforcing our confidence. And all the things that are derived from a sense of efficacy and a sense of what my strengths are, the whole idea of higher goals and more effort behind those goals, perseverance and resilience. I mean, all the things you talk about, Louisa, are so critical to creating that upward spiral for how we just continue to build upon and gain our confidence in a society kind of time and place where it feels like everything is tugging us the other way.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's so simple, isn't it? So,
It
so
is.
really, it's just shift your lens from what's wrong with me to what's strong with me. I love it. And it's such a simple shift that you can do to build confidence right away. And the VIA Character Strengths gives you this beautiful language to do that with. So I'm going to put a link below to
Great.
how people can figure out what their own character strengths are, and some links into the Mayerson Academy as well, and some resources that people can start to introduce themselves and their children to the language of VIA character strengths.
Yeah, that's fabulous. I mean, I think I welcome that. And the more that we have touch points for children where they're hearing about what's best in them, the more they can have that reinforced, and the more hopefully we can stem the tide from the messages they're hearing on obviously the deficit-based messages they're hearing. So, we're strong believers that it can be in a community, it can be in a school, it can be with parents, and really it should be all three. The work we're doing in schools uses the lens of character strengths and very actively develops social and emotional learning competencies. And what we're finding as a result of that is that students are more engaged. Our research suggests that they're more engaged, they're more motivated, and not surprisingly then, they have better performance indicators and better learning results. And so of course, that's what we want for them, right? Not just to show up and get good grades, but to be motivated and engaged, and having the opportunity really to bring your authentic self to the tasks and challenges before you gives you that, right? It gives you both the achievement that'll continue to spiral your confidence, as well as the enjoyment, which will support your well-being.
Yes. Oh, so important to have the two married. Lovely. Jillian, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm so thrilled that you could be here. So thanks to everybody, and I will see you next week on my next weekly juice. And in the meantime, go kick some butt. All right. Thanks again, Jillian.
Thanks, Louisa. So nice to chat with you.
Nice to chat with you too.